The allure of the unknown has always captivated me. That's why, when my friends Alex and Sam proposed exploring a restricted underwater cave, I didn't hesitate. We were experienced divers, always seeking the next thrill. This cave, whispered about in our diving circles, was our most daring adventure yet. We set out on a clear, sunny day, our spirits high with excitement. The cave was located off a secluded part of the coast, known for its stunning underwater scenery, but infamous for its treacherous currents. We knew the risks, but the thrill of discovery overshadowed our caution. As we descended into the depths, the world above faded away, replaced by the eerie calm of the ocean. The cave's entrance was like a gaping mouth, inviting yet foreboding. We exchanged a glance, our excitement palpable, and then we plunged into the unknown. The cave was a labyrinth of beauty and danger. Stalactites hung from the ceiling like ancient chandeliers, and the water was crystal clear, revealing a world of surreal formations. We were mesmerized, swimming deeper and deeper into the heart of the cave. But our fascination soon turned to fear. A sudden shift in the current caught us off guard. The once tranquil waters became a whirlpool of chaos, pulling us in different directions. I struggled against the current, trying to reach my friends, but the force was overwhelming. In the panic, I lost sight of Alex and Sam. My lungs screamed for air as I fought to find my way back, but the cave was a maze with no clear path to the surface. My strength waned, and my movements grew sluggish. Trapped in the belly of the cave, my thoughts turned to my friends. Had they made it out? Or were they caught in this underwater tomb, just like me? Regret washed over me. Our quest for adventure had led us to this tragic fate. As darkness encroached upon my vision, my last thoughts were of the world above, the sun, the sky, the freedom we had so recklessly abandoned. I succumbed to the depths, a victim of our own daring curiosity, forever a part of the mysterious cave we had so eagerly sought to explore. The air was thick with anticipation as I approached the grandiose house, shrouded in the darkness of night. It was the biggest in the neighborhood, a symbol of wealth and luxury that I could only dream of. My heart raced with a mix of fear and excitement. This was not just a house, it was a fortress, a challenge I was determined to conquer. I had spent weeks planning, waiting for the perfect moment. The owners, a wealthy couple, were away on vacation, leaving the house vulnerable, or so I thought. I slipped through the shadows, avoiding streetlights like a ghost. The thrill of the heist, the adrenaline of the risk, it was intoxicating. Scaling the wall was easier than I expected. My fingers found their grip in the crevices, pulling me higher until I reached the balcony. There, I carefully picked the lock and stepped inside. The house was even more lavish than I had imagined. Priceless art, exquisite furniture. It was all there, a fortune within my grasp. But as I crept through the halls, a sense of unease began to set in. The house felt alive, every creak and whisper magnifying my paranoia. I shook off the feeling, focusing on the task at hand. I gathered what valuables I could find, stuffing them into my bag with greedy haste. Then, without warning, the lights flickered on. I froze, caught like a deer in headlights. Panic surged through me as I realized my mistake. The house wasn't empty. In my arrogance, I had overlooked the possibility of a housekeeper or a security guard. Before I could react, a figure emerged, a shadow wielding a gun. Words were exchanged, a blur of threats and fear. I tried to flee, but my fate was sealed. A loud bang echoed through the halls, a sound that marked the end of my story. I collapsed, feeling a warm sensation spreading across my chest. My vision blurred, the opulence of the house fading into a distant haze. In my final moments, I understood the price of my greed. I had sought to steal a fortune, but in doing so, I had gambled with my life and lost. As I lay there, my life ebbing away, I realized the tragic irony of my demise. I had broken into a house to claim riches, only to leave behind the most valuable possession of all, my life.
As I sit by the tranquil river, the memory of that fateful day still haunts me, urging me to share the story of my tragic end, a cautionary tale of hubris and nature's unforgiving wrath. It was a day steeped in summer's warmth, with the sun casting a golden glow over the river. The "Do Not Swim" sign stood at intervals along the bank, stark and foreboding. But to me, they were mere suggestions, not mandates. I'd always lived by my own rules, a rebel at heart, and that day was no different. I remember laughing at the signs, a sense of invincibility coursing through me. My friends hesitated, but I was undeterred. The river's serene surface beckoned, promising relief from the sweltering heat. With a whoop of excitement, I plunged into the cool waters, leaving caution and reason on the riverbank. At first, the swim was blissful. The water was refreshing, and I felt free, liberated from the mundane constraints of life. This euphoria was short-lived. An ominous feeling crept over me as I noticed ripples forming around me, disrupting the water's calm. Before I could process the danger, they emerged. Crocodiles, their eyes cold and unyielding. Panic surged through me as I realized my grave mistake. I tried to swim back, my strokes frantic. The river, once my ally, turned traitor, hindering my escape. The crocodiles closed in, primal instincts triggered by my intrusion. I screamed, a desperate plea for help, but it was futile. The first bite was excruciating, a searing pain that eclipsed all reason. I fought with every ounce of my strength. They were relentless. Those final moments, as I was consumed by the creatures I had so arrogantly underestimated, my thoughts turned to my loved ones. How I wished I could turn back time, heed the warnings I had so foolishly ignored. As darkness enveloped me, my life fading away, I understood the true cost of my recklessness. Nature is a force to be respected, not challenged. In my quest for a moment's thrill, I had paid the ultimate price. And now, as a mere echo of my former self, I implore others to learn from my mistake. Respect the signs, respect nature, for in its realm we are not invincible, but vulnerable and transient.